teaching authority. It further declared that those in charge of any biblical associations are obliged to observe inviolable the laws already laid down by the Pontifical Biblical Commission. Any scholar working under the Commission's aegis, and this of course includes those at the École Biblique, is thus in effect constrained by the Commission's decree. Whatever conclusions he might reach, whatever the revelations to which his research might lead him, he must not in his writing or his teaching contradict the Commission's doctrinal authority. The head of the Pontifical Biblical Commission today is Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger. Cardinal Ratzinger is also head of another Catholic institution, the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. This designation is fairly new, dating from 1965, and probably unfamiliar to most laymen. But the institution itself is one of long-established pedigree. It has, in fact, a unique and resonant history behind it, extending back to the 13th century. In 1542, it had become known officially as the Holy Office. Prior to that, it was called the Holy Inquisition. Cardinal Ratzinger is, in effect, the Church's modern-day Grand Inquisitor. The official head of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith is always the reigning Pope, and the executive head of the congregation is today called its secretary. Although in earlier times he was known as the Grand Inquisitor. Of all the departments of the Curia, that of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith is the most powerful. Ratzinger is perhaps the closest to the Pope of all the Curia. Cardinals, certainly, they have many attitudes in common. Both wish to restore many pre-Vatican second values. Both dislike theologians. Ratzinger sees theologians as having opened the church up to corrosive secular influences. A deeply pessimistic man, he feels that the church is collapsing and only the suppression of all dissent can assure its survival as a unified faith. He regards those who do not share his pessimism as blind or deluded. Like the Inquisition of the past, the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith is in large part a tribunal It has its own judges. The chief of one is called the assessor. The assessor is aided by a commissar and two Dominican monks. These individuals have the specific task of preparing whatever investigations the congregation chooses to undertake. Such investigations generally pertain to breaches of doctrine on the part of clerics, or anything else that might threaten church unity. As in the Middle Ages, all investigations are conducted and pursued under conditions of total secrecy.